Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy P Lot, aka the Brick Slinger. And guess what? Your boy got something to say. Now I know there's a lot of things people want to say when it comes to the likes of Kevin Samuels and many other manosphere platforms. But it's obvious there are a group of men who dislike Kevin Samuels and pretty much despises Kevin Samuels' followers, like comedian Ryan Davis, who did a video taking shots in a way towards anybody that's basically listening to Kevin Samuels and try to do much as he can to. I really don't know what he was really trying to do. And then I know a few folks that probably dislike Kevin Samuels the same reason why most black women don't like Kevin Samuels, because of the delivery and the tone and even certain things. But here's my thing. I just got done seeing his latest webisode, and it's called Black Kevin Samuels Hate Black Women. And quite frankly, it's just one of those webisode where he he gives black women a chance to answer that question of why do they feel like they that he hates black women. And I tried to listen, and some women just couldn't really explain why they feel like he hates black women. You can check it out for yourself. Now, this particular video, this particular clip is about the guys who dislike Kevin Samuels and dislike those that follows him. While they're doing this, while these guys that are disliking Kevin Samuels and doing videos that and they can't even prove an argument, there's people like Russell Westbrook taking pictures wearing a skirt. There's Lil Nas X performing on stage and kissing dudes and wearing dresses. There's Billy Porter, a proud gay man, wearing dresses and trying to promote the LGBT agenda and this, that, and the third. While as men doing this to each other, this is what's going on. Straight men wearing dresses, straight men wearing skirts, and promoting it to our little brothers, our sons, our nephews. While we're too busy getting at the brother who's seceding, this is what they, this is what our nephews have to look at. Our nephews gotta see other straight black men wearing things that does not pertain to man. And it ain't even about questioning sexualities or this, that, and the third. It's basically wondering why this is the case, why we're arguing with each other, why as men arguing with other men about what Kevin Samuel was doing. And most of these guys that's going against Kevin Samuels are going based upon clips and what other people are saying. They never taken the time to watch the whole thing. I've seen the smoke show where he had men's over there, and they all couldn't even. They managed to do the same thing. They had no argument. So when I see folks trying to do shows and they're trying to invite folks to hold their own, it's like first you invited them, but when I get to your show, it's a done deal. It's already no need to even try to argue because, quite frankly, the person that started the show already made up in their mind. Just like DJ Envy made up in his mind about Kevin Samuel. He made a big deal talking about he's lame and this, that, and the third. Yeah, I did a video on that. Y'all check that out. But truth be told, men have a sign language too. Just like women have sign language, men have sign language, especially in the black community. We we can shame a person, we can insult a person, we can guilt that person. But when it comes to the need, we don't. It's not just the need to be right; it's the need to win. Because as men, we're competitive. A lot of these dudes are trying to win over an argument that they can't even back up. You know what I'm saying? They want to talk about his tone, Kevin Samuel's tone, and his delivery. But what about the message? Nobody's talking about the message, right? But what bugs me the most is that these are the same guys that trying to make it seem like Kevin Samuels, he's tripping because he don't like black women, and he hates his mama black, and all this stupid stuff. That argument is really stupid. It's very stupid. How in the world this man who recorded in his documentary, let it be known, yes, he comes from a single mother, but his single mother is married, became a married woman. How can he hate black women? How can he hate his mother? How can he hate black women if he loves his mama? But yet, this is the things we do as men. If we can't do what men do, we end up doing what women do. That's just the point. And then we get upset and at another man's success, and then try to compare our success with that man's success. That's what we do as men. We shouldn't be doing that. If we as black people talking about we as a community, we as a culture need to rise up against oppression and this, that, and the third, then why are we the main ones holding each other back? Why we're the main one that's pushing away this, then third, and then have the audacity to call people that follow someone like Kevin Samuels weirdos? We call them lame for following or supporting and agreeing with what Kevin Samuels say. I can even take it further. There are some folks who will be, and especially those, and you know who I'm talking about. Some of y'all will probably take this video and send it to that person's page. Main one be talking about, oh, Kevin Samuel hold women accountable, but he don't never hold men accountable. Check out this man's catalog. He got 3 years worth of videos challenging men, holding men accountable, telling men to do such and such. But yet, the one year where he talks about holding women, black women accountable, that's when people mostly pay attention to. That's when they started making a big deal out of it. It's the clips. It's those 10-minute clips, some 30-minute clips, but not the 2-hour show. And one thing about me, and I keep telling y'all, the clips are not enough evidence to make a point. Them clips are like advertisement. That's like commercials. That's something that will get your attention so that you can go and check out the whole thing. It's like checking out a McDonald's commercial and you see the McRib, and instead of you being like, oh, McRib looks good, it looks good, and this, that, and the third, and just going about your business, should go to McDonald's and get some McRibs because it's only for a limited time. This is the case when it comes to Kevin Samuels. When he shows you these clips, or when you go on World Star Hip Hop and you see these little clips, I'm not saying just to automatically agree with him and automatically like him. I'm saying get more evidence before you try to prove a case. And as men, we should be doing way more better than this. We should be doing way more better than this. We should be able to have a conversation to disagree in a respectful way. But we don't want to do that. But we don't want to do that. And the sad part is, if the women display that and the men follows, it's backwards. It's backwards. And then you got women, certain females trying to be like, I can't wait for such to get at Kevin Samuel. I can't wait for Dr. Umar Johnson to get at Kevin Samuel. I can't wait for Brother Polite to get at Kevin Samuel. I can't wait for Derek Jackson. And the list goes on and on about who they want to see get at Kevin Samuel. When the truth of the matter is, why do certain females want to see grown men fight, grown men argue, and why do grown men have the heart to even want to fight a dude on behalf of a woman that will cause them to die? But Kevin Samuel is the bad guy for telling women that, hey, you want a high value man, but you don't even know what they want. You don't. You don't know what they want. And then the guy that you want, that wants you throw him out the window because he's not a millionaire, or he's not six figures, or he's not that important. But these are the person that get called a weirdo because they listen to Kevin Samuels, or better yet, they the main one to go to Kevin Samuel and have Kevin Samuel talk to the women. Because it's not like they don't have a voice. It's not that they don't have a voice. It's not that we don't have a voice as men. It's just that somebody has taken the opportunity to step up and say what needs to be said as men. Because it's not like the content and the topic that he's put out is brand new. Nothing is new under the sun, ladies and gentlemen. I've heard Tariq Nasheed speak on this stuff. I've heard Dr. Umar Johnson speak on this stuff. I've heard Chris Rock. Like, before the idea of red pill, I was listening to Chris Rock. Check out his late 90s specials, like Bigger and Blacker. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Not Kevin Hart, but Dave Chappelle. Come on now. The list goes on. Patrick O'Neal. Cat Williams. I was listening to Red Pill's topic before I even knew what the red pill thing was. But it ain't about me displaying red pill this and manosphere that. If anything, as black men, especially within the Christian community, within the kingdom, if we can't even respect each other enough to disagree, or if we can't even come at each other and exclude the name calling, exclude the whole weirdos calling, if we can't even respect each other enough to say, I don't agree with this, and here's why. It's like, what's wrong with us having a conversation? Because while we're having this playground dissing each other, our sons are looking at other male role models that are pushing the agenda where you as a man should not be masculine. Not masculine enough, but you shall not be masculine. You should not display your manhood. It's okay to wear a dress. It's okay to be a princess as a boy. And it's okay for your sister to be a masculine warrior as a girl. It's okay for her to say, I bring nothing to the table because I am the table. It's okay for her to say stuff like that. But as boys, you don't need to go for football. You can do ice skating. And nothing against ice skating. But the purpose of what the agenda is, it's causing our young men, the next generation, of young boys becoming men where it's not okay to be men anymore, or as a new definition, a new standard of men, and it involves wearing a skirt, not a kilt, a skirt, a dress. But those who want to call someone like myself lame and weirdo because of what? Those be the main person that talks all stuff and claiming they won't smoke. But if we do have a conversation, I guarantee you, anything that will come out of my mouth, it will be cut through. Point blank period. Because somebody trying to prove a point. Somebody wants to win the argument. Somebody want to display sign language from a man's perspective, not just a woman's perspective, but a man's perspective. Be shameful, insult, guilt, and the need to win. And while they're doing that, trying to bring another person down, bring another man down, there's once again an agenda going down. And it have nothing to do with the LGBT community. It's the fact that straight men displaying effeminate display as a man, and then trying to make it more cool and less masculine. And as black men, we get it the worst because we got to deal with a brand new version of buck breaking, a brand new version of being masculine robbed. We got to deal with a whole lot, and yet still be men with our family. But the minute things like this happen, so much can be explained. However, this whole thing with Kevin Samuel, I'm not even saying it's going too far. It's barely far enough, because now the things that he talks about went from the locker room and the barbershop is now hitting up mainstream, and folks are getting upset, especially the dudes that get upset because the black women that they want to get with are going to him and getting the answer to the question that you are afraid to ask or to answer for them. But that's just me. If you feel like I'm saying something and I'm tripping and stuff like that, here's the comment board. That's a like button, there's a dislike button. Again, you can disagree, but don't be disrespectful. It's your boy P Lot, aka the Brick Slinger. And as always, continue to sharpen one another. Support the kingdom. Take care and God bless. Laborers.